to some party pressure.
As long as they do get an advantage from it in skirmish, I think it's fine though, because their build relies on being in skirmish situations anyway. But Brock really wants an RC right now.
Exactly.
Brock being tremendously inept, the number 7 monk on what? In the back here we have Skittles and Cryptor trying to kind of separate out their damage. They've gotten one of the back archers down already, and Skittles went around and got the other one along the back path. However, the entire boat's still up. Looks like Skittles is going to try to backdoor the footman here and try to get into the flag area. And those are the types of plays he makes on Assassin. Just try to stretch out the other team, try to make them make mistakes.
So it kind of seems like the goals for the team is that What's going to be trying to snipe both the front NPCs and kind of the knights, where, you know, YK is just going to kind of try and stall with that fire rally in the back and just push him in and punish him for not having our...
Watching the scorecard, it seems like over 9,000 certainly got taken a lot of pressure. Their health scores are generally lower.
And this is like a good product for them, just because they're fighting against that range and that Necro who are pressure guys.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be bad for them if they aviate at all, especially since range and Necro Ellie, that builds a lot of pressure, and Divine not having RC. So hopefully they can just maintain the split and spread out YK's damage.
Looks like Windicator. That's dark, isn't it? Windicator?
I think so.
The illusion mesmer for what? He made a quick play, ran around the backside, and they were able to get a knight off of it. Just too much damage there before Catharsis could respond. Kind of a separated battle here. You got the backdoor plays here, trying to get control of Catharsis' base, try to get down those boat NPCs. Meanwhile, Catharsis seems their play right now is they're trying to get control of the flag stand, try to pressure through and get some kills.
It was just unfortunate because right as it seemed YK was like pushing into What's base and we're getting kind of a little bit of map control, What just gets somebody out, snipes a knight, and the entire kind of positioning of everybody reset, and they have to kind of fall back again.
Right now it looks like What is kind of caught here. Yeah, they're gonna start resplit. Anytime you see them in a fight for probably about 30 seconds of probably 7v7 or greater, they're probably gonna start splitting somebody off really soon. It's just not gonna be an advantageous fight for them. I have a wonder, like, even if they get down Catharsis' boat, they're not really gonna be able to fight in there, are they? I mean, it seems like they would still just die in any kind of APA fight, even if they were winning the map.
Yeah, I couldn't see them surviving too long in an AV8, even if it is in the cleared boat.
So they're going to
win this game.
First night here.
Yeah, Windicator coming around the back.
It's a good meteor.
The monk is in time though. This Windicator didn't beat the RC monk back to the knight, so the knight should stay alive.
Meanwhile, their stand team is taking a massive amount of pressure here. They're trying to get a flag in. You see their flagger just throw the flag on the ground, which is a play that he has to make to try to just allow his team to fall back. If he continues to hold that flag, it's going to keep his monks up. Boy, they're really wishing they had RC right now. I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to see some monk backline diversity. I'm all for it.
I think I just saw Patient Spirit get D-shotted there. It's going to be rough.
And the monk and Rit for YK are now in a really awkward position as well, having to fall out through that. Actually might get a knight. What might get, or footman rather. What?
I like the play there by What though. They threw the flag on the ground, didn't take excess stats. you know, losing the flag stand isn't the end of the day for their build, their skirmish build. They want to keep flags moving to keep Catharsis having to keep moving around to not gain map control, but they do not want to wipe trying to run flags. It's not advantageous for them.
Yeah, especially since they hadn't even gotten a kill, so it's not like YK was getting back their res 6. It was just a little bit more morale.
Oh man, YK's
Skittles
down.
doing work on
man.
Mari for the win. Gets a kill. That was really interesting.
Yeah, I didn't see where the other monk was, but I'm guessing this is not in range while Skittles collapsed.
Well, it was a good escape by Tremendously Inept with Return, getting away from those 2 Dervish there, too. I guess that Assassin Secondary is really paying off.
It definitely seems to be the meta now. I mean, the block stances were huge way back when, while he is just getting interrupted constantly by that range. That range is really camping Tremendously Inept right now. Now you know that Divine 9, most of his skills are pretty fast, activating like SOD and things. So they're, and he also has Purge conditions.
Yeah, he has Mend Ailment and Purge. I'm not sure
When's the
why.
last
I
time you saw
mean, Mend
Purge
Ailment is a
conditions?
5 recharge, but I don't know. I'm not sure about Purge.
Last time I've seen is Codex Arena. Interesting. Yeah, as I was saying, like Divine 9 with those types of fast activating skills, really the range is just going to make it rain by interrupts. I mean, on Tremendously Inept. As I'm just watching, he's just throwing D-shots and savages at him constantly, hoping to get a lucky interrupt on low or something, and try to wipe what here. What's what
I want to see
trying to do now to
YK
get
vault
out
the
of this?
Knights right now.
They don't want to be turtled. I mean, it's only 9 minutes, so they need to start moving around.
Skittles did end up cleaning up the last foot, but yeah, they need to get people out and force YK out of their base and have to send people back.
It's always a tough situation when you're turtled like this in Solitude. You always want to just run some people at the porter, but if you run too many and your team inside your base dies, it's game over. You generally don't want to be pushed back in this far simply because YK has a certain degree of map control right now. Looks like Dark Windicator's got a flag. He's gonna go out the porter here. Oh, he ate a rough pin down there. But he's gonna make it through. That should open up the map once he gets his flag in. Kind of get YK out of that base.
I wouldn't be surprised if he pushes their base after he caps.
Yeah, and he can go right to the front now without those footmen there.
Yeah.
That'll give him a 3-man group in there.
It's a winning
They're
battle
taking some
against
pressure,
the
but I don't think they're gonna
written
die
fire.
in their base at this point.
They are falling people out now. It looks like they're full pulling out. They know they can't really just sit in and let make their writ deal with the Sin, the Firelay, and the Illusion Mesmer.
Gotta say that was a really good monking by Divine 9 and Tremendously Inept there. I mean, their knight he's down there like hacking away right now, but he didn't drop. And with that many dervishes and things, you'd think with the pressure their team was taking, they would have lost the knight there, but they did not. So, what's still in really good shape right now? They have a backup flag coming out, so they're gonna have a degree of time in which they're gonna be dictating the match right now. Because Catharsis is gonna want to run a flag, and they're gonna have big time flag control.
Yeah, you can just kind of see YK being slowly pulled from What's Lord Pit across the map to kind of help deal with this. They don't really have a good answer besides sending 2 heals, and they don't really have a snare to catch and kill anybody on What's, which has kind of been the reason What's been able to force a lot of these map dominating situations.
There's a late flag coming in on Catharsis. Blitz probably going to be pushing for a boost. We'll see if they get it.
Skittles went through the base and went out the teleporter, so they're clearly going to go for a power play kill here on Catharsis. We'll see how it works for their team. They're already taking pressure, and we've said a few times already that we don't think What is in good shape in these type of fight.
I don't know if I really even like this push. Like, they might get the boost, but is it? I don't know if it's worth the risk of sitting 8v8 for like 30. Like, they haven't really taken any deaths.
I mean,
having Catharsis holding in that footman area, I know they're dead, but just that spot of the map, like, that's not really good map control for what. They need Catharsis to kind of be stretched out away from their base a little more to be able to open up their split. You can see Skittle is being just followed right now by the number 6 monk for Catharsis. He wants to go in through the front there, but he's just being checked well.
We do have Crypto Girl on the back.
Catharsis pushing their fire lead to the main team. With the Ranger Necro combo, that'd be a lot of pressure. And just keeping healing back, but we're seeing them just keep the Brit in the alley back.
It does seem like that's kind of the way they've dedicated their response, and it would probably be good to see it change, because right now it's not working optimally. I mean, What has been doing a lot of work in their base, and we do see skills run through again, and they've kind of got their normal 3 back in the...
Skittle's jumping for a base archer here. Cryptor is going to attack it as well. You can't really warding these archers, so it drops, since they'll just attack and remove the weapon of warding in PvP. So good play there by What, a quick little dash in there, snipe down an archer. Those are the type of plays they want to be making. Every time they get something like that, they come closer to winning. How did that Monk 7 drop? I wasn't paying attention. Was that just Steve-O beasting him down?
Both the RC and the Rit for YK are back in their base defending against the split, so it was just a solo monk, and he got dead by the stand team of What. It's one of the risks you take when you send so much healing back for their
Oh, this is a tough play here. Catharsis, both their healers are outside the base right now, and you see Dark, Windicator, moving into the base. He's only against the Fire Ellie. He's going to be battling this guy now. I'd almost like to see Dark just kind of ignore the Fire Ellie, run for the bodyguard, see if he can get it down. But he backs out instead. We always prefer to see those big plays as my fellow casters go.
Skittles going for the bodyguard. Meteor.
Skittles might take it down. Oh, nice interrupt by Dark. Windicator.
If he hadn't gotten Meteor
really and then
by the fire,
that guy. That is some good coordination by What.
Meteor saved Skittles.
When you see them here kind of pull out, maybe they're going to go for a power play or just reset their split. Looks like they're just going to go back right into the base again. What's going on with the flag? 35 seconds to boost.
At this point, I'm getting like really worried if I'm YK. They've only gotten like 1 or 2 kills the entire match. It's 15 minutes in, and they're way behind on NPCs. Like, what do they need to do to kind of get back into this game? Maybe start getting kills on either the stand team or the split? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's how they should do it. If I was in YK, I'd be sending the Womonk back and pushing all their damage to stand. But right now they're just keeping their damage in base defensively.
I think even if they do that strategy, it's risky. I mean, right now they need to just... I mean, I think we can all agree they need to land some kills and whatever that's going to take. And taking a death here on this Dervish who's way out of position. Skittles, being an assassin, is always able to quickly pounce on anybody out of position. He was able to kill Dreadroot.
I mean, I might agree that putting like the Womonk back or whatever, or trying something different at this point is a risk for YK. But I think, I mean, 17 minutes in now at this point, like they need to start taking risks. Like they're that far behind. They can't just keep letting this match go the way it's been going.
Yeah, right now they have the Ranger Necro and Elliot stand. We'll see how the pressure goes.